Alright, what's going on YouTube? Miguel here, bringing you guys episode 15 of Project Pony. We're currently working our way through all the lights I have on my dash. I say all of them, there are really only two. You know, last week we did our new steering wheel, new airbag, so we fixed my airbag light. And now this week, I still have a coolant light, radiator light, whatever you want to call it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's get into it.
It's all like a young Santana, rapping VT like my name Bernie Sanders, living two lives like my name.
Alright, so if you watched one of my videos before, then you already know the deal with, you know, the issues I had with this before. If you don't, then I'll run you through it real quick. That thing is actually the second engine. The first one blew up because it used to overheat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It used to overheat. The coolant kind of went everywhere a couple times. And, you know, I never flushed out the old coolant. I don't think I ever put no, actually, that's not true. I did put new coolant in here. As you can see on my radiator tank, or the radiator overflow tank, it's kind of just being held together by, you know, whatever these are right here. Because if you come over here, you see that right there, that's kind of broken off. I don't know what happened. This has been like this ever since I got the car. So we're actually going to be replacing this today, bro. So if you come over here, this is my little collection, or at least part of the little collection I have of a whole bunch of like random car parts. The newest one is actually in that box right there. I'll give you guys one guess. Okay, so I went ahead and ordered a new overflow tank, you know, one that's not broken. We're going to be replacing the old one with this one, and then eventually, I know I said I was going to do it last week, but I didn't. I need to bleed my brakes. Right now I have no brakes, so this car's been sitting here for quite a while. Okay, I need to bleed my brakes so I can take this thing to work. Like I've been saying, the shop is kind of dead right now. You know, we don't really have much going on, so I want to, you know, take this, do a proper like radiator flush over there, which, you know, I'd rather do it over there where we have the machine to do this instead of doing it, you know, the manual way. So it has now come to my attention that I need to take off just, you know, this hose right here. Obviously take this off, and then there's another hose down there. I'm probably gonna get coolant everywhere. You know, right now I am just in my garage. Over here, that little tray, that's a tray I use and my dad uses to, you know, catch the oil when we do oil changes on our cars. Right now that is actually full, and I'm not going to be able to use that. If you guys pay attention, then, you know, I film all these videos, or most of them, in my garage, just because, you know, it's warm in here, it's nice, I got everything I need in here. It looks like I'm going to have to like start this up and then take it outside because I don't want to make a mess in here. Let me get this out of the way and move a couple of vehicles out of the way. Guys, look at this. This is rare sight. The Mustang is out of the garage, and my Malona out the way, race car out the way, so we can actually get going on there. All right, so first things first, I started it up for like about like 2 minutes while I, you know, moved the cars around, got this out of the garage, which is going to alleviate some of the pressure, which I actually don't think it was because I think it's still cold. And I don't know how well you can see that, but it's all gross. All right, so next up, we're going to remove all 3 of these bolts. These are all little 10 millimeters. Should be easy. So now that those are off, you guys can probably see why they were on in the first place. Like I said, right here, this one's broke, and I guess this one over here is also broke. So yeah, it's kind of just hanging on for dear life right now. We're going to keep this right here just so it doesn't like just fall back everywhere. The next thing you want to do, it's got a little like clamp right here, a sensor right there, and then another clamp like right down there. Now usually there are these like actual like proper pliers you're supposed to use to take these off. I don't have any, so we're just going to use just some basic pliers and slide these off and probably make a mess. All right, so that hose came off, and then the sensor is right here. Lost it for a second. This one right here, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't want to do it, kind of, you know, I have to do it, but this thing is pretty full, not gonna lie. Okay, pretty much at the top, so I know I'm about to make a mess, but, you know, let's just send it. Why not? I am so glad I switched out shoes and put some gloves on, because I knew this was going to go everywhere, but this was a lot more than I expected. This, you know, this might as well just slide this out. We're going to place you just right here for now. I don't think it's supposed to be like that red and orange. What do I know? I'm just a YouTube mechanic at the end of the day. Radiator overflow tank is officially out. You know, while I'm in here looking around, see a bunch of stuff that's really dirty, I figured, you know, why not clean some of this stuff up? So I cleaned it up a little bit, looks a lot better. Now it's time to actually pop this in real quick. So off the rip, this clip right here, I don't know why it's not like this one. It's kind of a mess right now, and I have yet to figure out, you know, how to fix this, but I'll see what I can do. Oh, and if you guys hear that in the background, that's my neighbor's truck. right there. I thought my car was loud. That thing is loud as shit. I forget what year it is. I want to say it's like a 1960s F-Series truck. Anyways, I'm going to try to fix this right here and then at least put that bottom hose on and then go from there. So we got that hose back on there. That sensor is back plugged in. Only thing I really want to do is plug or clamp this back on there and get all of these situated, and then pretty much done. Super easy install for the most part. I did have to struggle a little bit getting these hoses back in there. Okay, so while I tighten this down, I noticed a little something about this new tank. As we all know, you know, you got 3 points where it hooks up to the actual car itself. Here, here, here. I got those all situated. Okay, over here. Like I said, I couldn't get that other clip loose, so I am going to have to zip tie this right here. You know, this does sit a little bit higher than what it originally did. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but again, it's supposed to hook up to those 3 points right there. I got it hooked up, and you know, unless there's a way to get this little bar right here lower or something, I think it's just going to stay like that. It's not really that big of an issue. As long as my hood closes, you know, I think we'll be all right. You know, everything is in place. Again, like I said, zip tied this right here. I think we're good on that. And as far as the engine bay goes, I think this is done. Hear me out. There are like some billet parts I can get, mostly just a whole bunch of caps. I can get like a new radiator cap, power steering cap, brake fluid, I think washer maybe. And then other than that, when I did the spark plugs, you know, these were kind of too small for the wires. Kind of had to force that down. I can replace those. We already got the blue spark plug wires. I might be able to paint like the valve covers. I don't want to take them off again though. Maybe we won't do that, but as far as this goes, I think the engine bay is done. Oh, actually, so there is a cover that goes right here. I don't know what happened to it, okay? I remember I had it when I bought the car. I think when I did the cold air intake, I had to take it off for some reason. I don't remember why exactly. There is a cover that goes right here that I might end up getting in a future video, just so I can, you know, say that the engine bay is, you know, 100% done. But as far as right now, you know, this thing is good to go. I think the only thing really I have left to do is to go to AutoZone to fill this up, because it's kind of empty. Other than that, that should be that light taken care of. I do, like I said, have to take this to work to get a little radiator flush going, but I think we're good. We're done. AutoZone trip was a success. Got me some coolant, antifreeze, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I did just go with some universal because, like I said, I'm gonna flush out of my coolant anyway, so you know, might as well not go crazy with it. I'm to AutoZone way too much, bro. I'm telling you, every time I come here, the employees already know me, bro. They're like, "Hey, what are you working on this time?" I'm like, "Oh, you know, just new radiator overflow tank." So I was walking down the aisles, and guess what I found out? Apparently, AutoZone sells Girl Scout cookies now. Yeah, car parts, Girl Scout cookies, whatever you need, really. But anyways, shout out to the Girl Scouts. Y'all came in clutch. Topped off the tank. Good, we're at that fill mark. Doesn't look like we're leaking from anywhere, so I think we're good. Super quick, super easy, just like all these mods have been the past couple weeks. But I mean, we should be good right there for now. Again, I gotta flush this out, you know, get all like the rest of that, and should be good. But yeah, I'm gonna slide this back in the garage and call it a day. All right, y'all, so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Good news, my hood did close. The new radiator overflow tank does sit a little bit higher than the old one. You know, that's because it's actually, you know, properly like fitted in there. So we're good on that. Every single light on my dash that was on at one point, the check engine light, the airbag light, and the coolant slash radiator light is off. I just checked it. We're good on that. We're in the end game now, bro. Like, This thing is running like it's supposed to run at this point. Still makes a couple weird noises here and there, and you know, we're not going to talk about my gauge cluster. If you know, you know. But other than that, this car's almost done. You know, we're dialed in, we're in the end game now. It's time for some expensive mods, you know, new paint job, new window tint, new hood, maybe new spoiler. Other than that, that's gonna be it for this video. You know, drop a like, comment down below. Actually, comment down below what's your favorite kind of Girl Scout cookies. Subscribe, because I make Mustang videos every Monday. I'm out.